How can you say you don't earn a lot? I see a lot of bosses, a lot of IDs driving Jaguar, BMW out on the street, staying landed houses. How can you say it's not a lot?
Nah, it's not a lot. Our earning is around 15% for my company.
Welcome to episode 1 of Grilling by Deconstruct TV, where we ask honest and pointed questions in the renovation and its related industries. So today we have Ron here. Ron, you're an ID, right?
Yeah.
I will cut to the chase. Why do IDs earn so much money?
No, we don't earn a lot.
How can you say you don't earn a lot? I see a lot of bosses, a lot of IDs driving Jaguar, BMW out on the street, staying landed houses. How can you say it's not a lot?
Nah, it's not a lot. Our earning is around 15% for my company.
For yours only, but is that the market's average margin?
No, some might go up to 30 or 40. Depends. Also on design.
Okay, do you think 15% is fair?
15% is fair or not is up to the homeowner, but because 15% to us is actually quite low.
So you think 15% is not fair for you?
Not fair for us.
But then the other people who maybe charge 30-40% drive Jaguar, their margin is actually fair.
15,
That's not very fair, right?
15%, you also can drive Jaguar. It's just that more chuan only.
More chuan meaning?
That means you eat lesser, then you pay your car.
But the moment you can drive it, what does it mean? It means that you are taking quite a substantial amount compared to what an average Singaporean or average employee in the market is actually taking, right?
Not really. It depends on your lifestyle, how you spend the money.
Let's say an average, I take a 50k contract.
Yes.
15% will be $7,500.
Correct.
How is that not a lot?
Let's say I earn a 7.5k. 50% goes back to the company for their back end, their rental. So another 3.5k to us, to our ID, is like for a 3 months job or maybe a 4 month to 5 months. It's not a lot.
So you are saying the 3.5k I should actually split it across 3 months?
Yes, because 3 months your project ongoing like 2.5 months to 3 months, and then before that pre-renovation we need to spend time on drawing detail, all this. After I hand over the house, I still got 1 month time to do all the defects.
I don't really care that 50% goes to the company, right?
Yes.
At the end of the day, you are taking 15%, 20%, 30% out of profit, right? So those that are, let's say, sole IDs by themselves, right? They are just taking that amount as well. Is that fair?
I can't represent them, but then we do have a company, so we split with the company, all I can say.
If you could set the market pricing, what's the margin that you think is fair?
20-25 is good.
So 50k contract, you will profit 10,000.
Yeah,
split 5,000 to the company, yes, and 5,000 to you.
Correct.
Over a 3-month period.
Because we don't only do one project. We handle like multiple projects, 3 or 4 projects to keep our lifestyle. Okay.
I switch over to the people side of things. So how many people are there in your company right now?
Okay, right now we have around 10 packs.
How do you know that all are good? I'm quite sure not all are good. Maybe even only half of them are good, right? Meaning that they can service homeowners with the kind of quality and responsibility. How then do you filter out those people who are just in there for the quick bucks?
So we do random site check. And also when there is new product launch, we will send them for training. And let's say if there is new ruling or anything changed from the HDB side or BCA side, we will send them notice and make sure they read and then they sign on the
so from what I hear, there's no absolute way for you to know whether they are good or not. You only can tell over time.
We only can tell over time.
Then that's very risky for homeowners, right? What if I sway kena one of those that is frankly just irresponsible?
Yeah, so for us, me as a manager, I will try to mitigate it. That means I will go on site and see what I can do to make the homeowner feel better or whatever I can replace.
So in the market, what do you think can be done to make sure that homeowners don't kena all these IDs that are irresponsible?
Maybe you can check with them on the previous project, or maybe you can go see if there is any Google review. If not, then you can.
Then we are back to luck.
Yes.
Right. So whether I should listen to you or not is a matter of luck. But then you can talk me also, then it's also a matter of my luck.
Correct.
At the end of the day, we are just playing a luck game.
So you need to look for someone who's reputable.
How do you look?
Sure, got someone do comment on Google telling people that this.
No, there's a lot of people inside there who also don't comment because they are fearful of legal repercussions, right?
Okay, so look for a company which is case trust company. More or less your deposit are secure lah. Then another thing is that you can check if the company is listed on HDB licensed contractor website. So this is to protect you that the ID that is working with you, they have experience doing HDB projects.
Am I right to say that none of this is actually a foolproof way? Meaning that even if I have those, doesn't mean that I'll be good.
Yes.
Then we are back to trust again.
Yeah.
Everything is always back to trust.
Yeah.
Then you throw one stone, heads or tails, then you know whether that ID good or not.
Same way, you buy stock also, your broker also say, hey, this stock good.
No, but you have certain metrics, right?
Metrics doesn't mean zun. If metrics is zun, everyone millionaire already.
That's quite bad. Okay, Ron. What kind of homeowners are the best for you guys and what kind are worse?
Okay, the best one, we talk about the best one. Best one is that homeowner let us decide on the design they want, and then they let us finish our job before the question, and also pay up on time.
You mean that the homeowner cannot ask anything, that they should always listen to you and that they should essentially be your dog? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not that way. They can ask questions, but the problem is that
if I keep having to listen to you and that's the best homeowner, right? Then what's the difference between me you can just be talking shit, right? For all I know.
No, that is not what I mean. I mean that homeowner can ask questions, but then sometimes when our tiler is doing tiling, right, the homeowner will be on site. Hey, how come this one you add so little the cement that can stick on the wall?
Better than I ask now, then subsequently down the road, if it screws up, right, then we need to change everything and then we will end up talking about money.
Yeah, so what if I add over the amount that I need and then this thing doesn't work out?
What if they don't add?
We wouldn't do that because we have all these tiler have been going training and they are licensed tiler, all this.
So you say we shouldn't ask a single question when they are doing the stuff, and that's the best kind.
Okay, they can be on site to spot check. They can be on site to ask some question, but not to like disturb them when working lah. Like, hey, why the site so dirty? Why this one you never add enough? Hey, when the task can complete, why stick so slow? All this. So every step, right, we have a procedure to go lah. Sometimes we have to wait.
But why do you say at the start that they should always listen to the ID?
Yeah. So okay, they listen to the ID is because let's say if the ID is experienced enough, right, the ID will tell them to avoid what mistake not to.
If the ID is experienced enough, right? How many are experienced enough? How do you determine that they are experienced enough? It's very hard to tell, right? You're asking me to listen to you, but what credentials do you have?
Okay, maybe
just because I go with you?
Nah, maybe you can just visit their site. Sure, experienced ID, they have ongoing project, like 2 or 3 sites concurrently running.
All experienced IDs have ongoing projects.
Most experienced ID.
Okay, we've come to the end of episode 1 of Grilling by Deconstruct TV. Thanks, Ron, for your input. Let us know if there's any people you want us to interview or if there are any questions that you want to know.